This is the Tactical Muffin Top Show this Sunday. How's it going, chat? How y'all doing? Just kind of filling the void here for our buddy E Honda. Let's see how things are going. Set a couple links out to some buddies. See how that's going. Kind of wait here and see who hops in the chat. How is everybody doing? What's up, Waffly?
Hello. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. I was going to wait till we had a couple more people in here, but...
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I take it back.
Bitch. No, just kidding. For sure, dude. I want to wish Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, you know, those that are passed on and those that are still with us and those soon to be. Very magical thing, fatherhood. So it's difficult at times, but it's worth every bit of ounce of sweat and tears. So, but yep. What's up, guys? No Daniel, no Honda. What's up, Dwayne? I am Coldfoot was the first one in, right on time with a double comment. Even look at that. He gets a gold muffin top star tonight. Hasselhoff, what's up, Dwayne? How you doing, man? Fifth. Your fifth kid? Oh, you're the fifth comment? Oh, okay. She scared me. How's everybody doing? I'm going to give you a little bit of time here. If you haven't had a chance to upload something into the Discord, I think we're going to go through the Tactical Muffin Top Discord tonight since we had a long chat on Thursday. There's some stuff that I want to talk about that happened this weekend in the news, but I think I want to give it a day or so to let some more facts roll in. Because you know how the media slaps their spin on everything, and I want more factual evidence to come out. But there was several mass casualty-esque events that happened this weekend. I think the bigger one was in Michigan at that water park, the splash park for kids. That guy, I want to wait for more details, but it sounds like that guy was just kind of a basement dweller at his mommy's house. Like he was 40 and he just rolled up with a Glock with 3 mags. But we don't know anything if it was targeted or something like that yet. That's I kind of want to wait. There was the other dude that happened. I think it was the same night. Got into a standoff with police with multiple firearms. Got released on bail. He was a violent criminal with felonies in multiple states, from the sounds of it. And he tried to rob his bail got dropped to an amount that somebody could pay to get him out. And then he also had domestic violence charge, which means you definitely can't get a firearm. He robbed a house with a firearm, already breaking parole, right out of prison. Well, not, you know what I mean, on bail. So he definitely couldn't have it. Broke in someplace he must have knew had it because he wanted more guns, and then got into a fight and ended up burning 2 houses down because he was, I think he blew up a couple propane canisters. There's another one that the details are fuzzy that I've seen, but yes, I do want to do it. Thank you. I also got a little prep here. I got another little battery pack. Let me take a picture of this bad boy here. I'll throw it in the Discord. Damn, GTA shit. It was GTA shit, Daniel. Seriously. Unfortunately, I want to say that we're going to see more of this because people are getting pushed on the edge and criminals are just being slapped on the wrist and turned back out, just like that gal who stabbed that kid and that lady at the grocery store. She, same thing, violent criminal, multiple felonies, stole a couple knives, targeted white people. I mean, there's some sick people out there. But I'm going to post one for the Discord real quick here. And I have a public service announcement. read your instructions on things. Why is this not focusing? Before you take them out in the field. Public service announcement on my Rattler. I didn't think about it. I had it plugged into my computer down here, and I was kind of playing around with it in the basement and looking at the cats and thinking about, bullseye and some swamp rats with my T16. And it was working great. And I didn't think about it. It has the CR123 batteries in it. And I was like, okay, I'll just run off of those and see how it goes. There was a storm rolling in, and in between chats, I was like, okay, I got to get out there before the thunderstorm rolls in, right? And just scope out and see if I see anything. Went out, and you have to have an external battery to run that thing. I plugged in to the cigarette adapter in my truck, and just kind of spotlighted through the driver's side window down. It didn't work very good, so public service announcement, read your instructions before you use an item. But that's why we do this stuff, right? I'm getting it done before SHTF, and you work your kinks out now. Use your gear now. If you have gear still brand new in a box that you're betting your life on or your family's life on, go cut it out of the box and go use the damn thing. I mean, it don't do you no good to just have body armor sitting in a box. It don't do you no good to have a brand new scope sitting in the box or a brand new gun sitting in the box, unless it's a multiple, like your second or tertiary gun, right?
Or radios.
Yeah, radios. You're gonna be quickly becoming my comms guy here, so you're gonna have to.
I don't know anything. I know enough to be dangerous. I've just read some stuff. I don't have a whole lot of practical.
Well, I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on that deal that you sent in the general chat. Next check. Or if I sell some of this useless crap that's just taking up space. I did sell my PS4 for $150. I don't know who the hell's buying a PS4, but I'd rather have $150 in preps.
Well, the set that I got for Father's Day, that I opened up last night, they were like, she was giddy because she saw that I was looking at other stuff. And when we got home from grocery shopping, like, open it. So I opened it. I was like, wow, I was just talking about this stuff.
Nice.
So now I've got 3.
So did you scope out your Amazon card or what?
No, we just how it worked out.
That's cool, man.
But so now I've got 3, which is better than 1 for sure.
Definitely. Yeah, see, the way obviously you caught on to my, why in the fuck? Why can I not just upload into my Discord sometimes? Why is it always trying to make me download this?
But now with 3 of them, I definitely have got to figure out some sort of Faraday bag or Faraday box or something.
Right.
I was looking, Walmart has a little 5-gallon galvanized like birdseed cans or whatever over by their trash cans. Yeah. My store had them for under $20. But then I also watched a couple of videos the other day of some guys converting like ammo cans. And as much as I don't want to give up an ammo can, I think that's a more practical grab and go thing too.
Well, so I have an opinion on it, if you care.
Sure.
The ammo can, you can go to Harbor Freight and you can sand it down because you don't want that gas getting around, right? They're like 5 muffins. And then you line it with your cardboard and keep all of your stuff. And then you get your tape at not Harbor Freight. And then you also cardboard line your small galvanized trash can or whatever size trash can. And then you put that inside of it. So you have a double Faraday cage and you just run your ground across both of them. Is how I have something set up.
That's what I was thinking was I need something like portable enough I could grab it and go for like a post event.
Right.
But I need something to put the like you said, secondary, tertiary, like super most important electronics in.
Right. Like for me, it's a dot, it's a charger and a flashlight. Just enough that I can rig up on a gun if I have to, or obviously some sort of optic.
So we have the opinion that batteries are safe.
I think that they'll be fine because they don't have like a micro circuit or anything like that. I don't think that
The rechargeable
There's
ones
nothing
would.
for it to fry. There's nothing for it to. There's no microchip in it to fry. You know what I mean? Like it's a older technology thing.
Well, like
And
so,
if
I've
I'm
got some of
wrong,
those.
somebody let me know.
I've got some of those Streamlights that are USB-A rechargeable,
Mm-hmm.
like the 18650s, and I'm willing to admit that they're probably gone. And so
Well,
would like
the reason why those will fry is the little diode where the light's at because it's a microchip.
right. Well, I know the flashlight would die if it were out of the Faraday cage, but
Right.
like the batteries specifically, I think those rechargeable 18650s would probably get it because they've got some sort of chip and circuitry inside of them, whatever, to know when they're done charging and whatnot.
Right. I
To
just played
regulate
it
them.
safe, and I got a charger and a solar panel, like a 4-pack of the Surefire little CR123s. You know, with the charger and the little solar anchor fold-out deal, and the light and a dot. The problem is finding a dot with rechargeable optics or batteries.
So I've got an Aimpoint Pro that I've had for several years
Well, there
that
you
I
go.
pulled off my main squeeze AR to run that Holosun. Because when I bought the Holosun, I was going to put it on a Scout Rail on an AK. And at the time, the Scout Rail was out of stock. One of those
At the time, you
Ultimax.
realize that AKs are terrible.
No, I'm keeping mine.
Fair enough.
I'm not actively spending any more money on it, but I'm keeping mine.
Okay. That's a you thing. That's a decision for everybody. I want to run this one through. Question for the chat. Use Gen 5 26 or Hellcat Pro optics ready. Higher capacity for CCW. Dude, it's the Gen 5.
Yeah.
All your Glock mags that you have asslids of are you got. I mean, you want a dot on it, get it milled for a dot for $100. That's I'm actively I'm having the internal debate. I really want to get the micro. So I would love a micro saber, right? It would be awesome. And being crazy. Anyway, but I also just think I just do the 26, so I don't have to change mags and stock different mags. Duh, right? And then at the same time, I'm like, why the hell am I even having that? I'm just going to carry the 19 size. It's fine. That's where I'm at on it. I just don't feel the need to bump down any lower. You know what I mean? I ain't getting into a Hellcat Pro and having, especially with holster compatibility, is the next problem.
Yep. That's what I was going to say. So like a long time ago when the Smith & Wesson Shield first came out, I held off for about a year, waiting to see if they'd make one without a thumb safety or an ambi thumb safety at least. It's got to have a thumb safety, and they didn't. So I bought one, and I wore it around all one summer. Same style holster as what I wore my 19 in, and by the end of the summer, decided it wasn't any less of a burden to wear than the 19. I mean, yeah, it's a couple ounces lighter, a little thinner, but by the time you've got them in the same style holster, the same position, it wasn't easier to carry.
Yeah, it's the same gun.
And so I had just never replaced a gun that size until I got that free Taurus. And I wear it some, and I've shot it enough that I can give people my opinion on it. It's been fine, but I'm not actively, except for buying a third magazine for it, I've not spent any money on it other than the ammo that's gone through it.
Right.
And I've really been thinking that if a used 26 came along, I would probably trade that Taurus and some boot towards that 26, just that continuity.
Exactly.
Glock mags. And then, even then, I know what'll happen because I've had a 26 before. Is you wear it around a while, and especially once you've got a pinky mag or something in it, it's all it ends up being is like if the Glock 19 is your Commander 1911, the 26 ends up just being like the Bob's grip version, the round butt grip. It's like it just prints just a little less on the heel of the grip, and that's kind of all you pick up out of it.
Yeah, the only other thing I think that I would carry is the little Ruger, just to slip in a boot or something if I if I really needed a deep carry something. But
And that's why I still have my LCP, and I really would like to have that LCP Max after shooting one. Like, it's more shootable,
yeah, the trigger's
almost
nice.
twice the ammo on tap. Trigger's nicer. It's got real usable sights with a tritium front sight. But it's about spending the money. Like, I would rather have $100 more worth of food right now, or
Yeah,
now that I've got 3 radios to feed, a Faraday cage and the upgraded batteries that convert them over to USB-C charging ports, so I don't have to carry a wall wart and all the crap around for them.
yep, 100% agree.
So it's not a need. If it falls into my lap, then I'll strike on the opportunity. But
right. So Dwayne, I'm gonna go with just save your money, man. If you absolutely have to go buy one, I do the Glock, but I mean, I've seen your collection and it's ever growing and ever expanding, and you might trade some stuff around and whatever, but at the end of the day, just carry a 19. You're gonna appreciate that more in a gunfight than going smaller. I mean, just saying, just carry a duty size gun.
at the end of the day, I will say the difference between a Glock 26 and today's current micro subcompacts that are hot, the micro double stack guns, Hellcat 365 et al., is that the Glock 26 is still go to war reliable.
Yeah.
These little micro compact guns, there's no free lunch in physics. They're stuffing so many rounds inside of such a small magazine. They're not as reliable. They're not.
Honestly, I wouldn't even go Hellcat. If I was going to go something else, it would just be that SIG 365 XL. Like, that's got decent sights and a nice enough trigger just out of the box. And I trust the SIG with I've shot one. My cousin has one. He's retired Navy, and it's a nice gun, but he has so many damn kids he can't get another gun, so that's his only pistol. And I'm like, man, I bet you wish you had a Glock 19. He's like, I really do, because he's like, if shit goes down, he's like, I can't afford to get stuff, but he's like, Battlefield pickup for a Glock, you are going to find crap for a Glock. So at the end of the day, for prepping, it's a Glock. It's the boring answer that everybody hates. That's why they want to put it up there and get out of it. But it's like AR and AK. Are you going to run a freaking, I don't know,
PSA Jackal
or something? Yeah, you're not, because you're not going to find those mags and shit out there. You're going to run it's either an AR or an AK.
Tools are not a place to be fashionable.
No. Are you going to get the weirdest, freaking craziest Frankenstein hammer? No, you want an old, reliable freaking construction hammer that's going to last you a long time. Get old, reliable. You know what I mean? Get Old Blue. You know Old Blue works. Old Blue's been made for years. Anyway, that's my preach on that. That's my opinion. It's the boring one that nobody wants to hear on the internet, but it's the one everybody keeps saying. So,
and I'm not, just to reiterate, the current crop of micro compacts, I'm not knocking those guns. They're reliable in the capacity that they were designed for, which is that they're self-defense guns. So, like, they'll run through, like, if you start with it reasonably clean with quality ammo, they'll run those 3 to 4 mags that'll save your life in an EDC encounter. But they're not dusty, dirty, go to war. You've been wet for 3 days. It's been wet for 3 days. You've rolled around in the mud. They're not duty grade reliable.
Right. Carry duty gun. And I keep thinking, like, I want that micro because I can appendix carry it. I can appendix carry it. And outside all the time in shorts, I'm appendix carrying that Glock 44, which is the same size as a 19 in the cheapest holster I have. And I'm like, I can do this now. Why do I need to have a different gun just to do it? I don't. I need to get off that excuse because it's stupid.
Sometimes it's just trying a different holster too. Sometimes that makes the difference.
Yeah, it's holsters big time, man. Good, comfortable holster is really hard to get off of. That's why I preach that QVO. That rounded holster is pretty good too. We're also going to see more of it because the powers that be want to use the cat's paw to make their enemies look bad. Yep. The old bait and switch, the old putting enough pressure in certain points, things like that. Heck, even if it's your third or something, for all you know, it could be broken. Yeah. if you're stacking 10 ARs and you never shot 4 or 5 of them, you could have a problem right out the box. I've had it happen on an AR. Ours had it happen on an AR. It happens, man. Solus, I sent you a link, homie. I don't know if you're
Get in here, Corey.
Yeah, Corey, you ginger, sexy dude, you. Yeah, definitely. Now that we got more people in here, happy Father's Day, past, present, and expecting dads. It's a great thing. It's a sad thing when that figure leaves your life, and you might wish that you had more time for it. But I will say something about this generation, and I keep seeing it with you, obviously, because Father's Day, so all the posts and stuff. But the way the work ethic is going and flipped around, the dads of today, they don't want to work overtime and work past 40. The ones that are actually working, the ones that are dependable enough to be considered men in the newer generations. They do their 40 and that's enough, and they don't care about the overtime or anything. They spend more time with their kids and at home, and if they're smart, they're not going out and blowing their money stupidly. I know, like, before me, my dad worked 86 hours every week, and that was just how we did it. That's how you used to get ahead, was putting in all them hours. So
I see it both ways.
Yeah, there's a time for it. Like if they're 1 year old, maybe get that OT for doctor's appointments, and unexpected stuff comes up. Braces, whatever, a medical thing, break a leg, whatever. Maybe the kid needs glasses or something. I get that. But spend time with them, because your work life is going to be around a lot longer than they are. And I keep seeing all these things like the first 4 or 5 years are so precious and you're going to miss all the messy toys and shit. And I'm like, yeah, man, I don't care about cleaning up kids' toys anymore. So just let them be happy. It's a good time. Talking about EMTs, the rechargeable USB packs have enough circuitry to fry. Yeah, if it's running at the time. Yeah, I got a couple of those, and also the EMT tech bags are also really low budget, or like a blackout bag or whatever. I got those in my affiliate link as well. Oh man, I forgot to do this stupid thing.
So Cofoot's talking about the battery banks.
Yeah.
So like if I just have it in my bag, not actively using it, it's probably safe.
I think it would be, because it doesn't really have a whole lot of like boards and stuff to fry. You know what I mean? It's got some stuff in it, but like it's not like a laptop.
I was looking at a couple extra of those too, like going ahead and just
I just
out trying to stay well around it. It's gonna. My friend sent me a link to one the other day, and I put it in the cart just so that I wouldn't lose it. But I found one that advertises greater maw. It's 40,000 milliamp as opposed to the 30,000 with built-in light. The one that he sent, this one's got a built-in light. It's 40,000. It's only like $6 more.
Yeah, the one that's going to go with my thermal is what is this? This is just a 20, and I got a 30 and a 40. But I mean, this is heavy enough. You stack several of them. Black Web at Walmart. I think now they're the On or Un or whatever they call it, on or whatever.
Yeah, the ONN.
Yeah. They work. You don't have to spend a lot of money on a battery bank. I'm find a way to rig that bad boy up on the blaster when I'm running thermal.
I don't remember the brand name. The one that I have in my pack now, I got from Walmart. It was on sale. It had like a little saddle rack or whatever at the end of an aisle. They had like, they were marked down like $19. So I was like, heck yeah. And I'm glad I had that thing. I've used it several times when we've traveled.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this thing actually used deer camp and everything. It'll run my switch and it'll charge everybody's phone multiple times. So it's a good time. Things like that. That's a very good point to be talking about. I think EMP bags, whilst I think that scenario is more likely than nukes, just because we would intercept the nukes, and hit them, and we might get a little bit of stuff falling down. That would be it. I think, the people that have nukes, like, Rocket Man and shit, they're not top of the line nukes. Like they're the old junk that might as well just be stripped apart for the goodies and do dirty bo bomb bombs. I don't want to get crazy on YouTube about it, but things like that. Our stuff's way better to hit that kind of old crap down, and that's what probably I'd say at least 50 to 60% of the grade is out there. I mean, the EMP from we wouldn't have to worry about the nuke so much. I don't think it would be the after effects to see kind of what it was. I think the greater threat would be the hack attacks and stuff. So I think if you wanted to get super duper crazy, I think they're like 20 muffins in my thing. They got like 5 or 6 bags. I have one with a laptop in it all the time. A laptop, and then I got some battery powered fans that are rechargeable. I got a couple Lucy lights. I got some battery packs. I got rechargeable batteries for all my fighting devices. I got a couple self-defense flashlights. I got a couple dot systems and an LPVO, and that little cheap night vision monocular that I have, which probably if I'm going to keep this thermal down here, I'll probably buy another set, and I put like another laptop in one or a tablet or something so you can view like information from flash drives and things like that. Flash drives in there. I got a couple like those chargeable flashlights with the little taser on them. Just stuff like that. And then a bunch of rechargeable batteries because I don't know if they take it out with their chargers, and then a couple foldable solar chargers. I think if you had that stuff enough, those luxuries and SHTF, if that was everybody else was grid down, those would be such force multipliers that you'd be fine. You'd be better than everybody else around you. You know what I mean?
Sounds good. It's all food for thought.
Yeah, and it's small so I can carry it on me. I don't want if I do a bigger one, like I want to upgrade my solar system, I'll do like a big metal filing cabinet deal or like a double-sided metal cabinet, and I'll just store all the solar panels and all the crap in there, and maybe just a couple, like a decked out AR and a decked out pistol. Obviously, I'll lock down and whatever, just exactly how I want it. Holosun, pistol weapon mounted light, all that. Just go battle belt in there and just set it in there with it. I think it'd make me feel better to have my full set that I always typically run, so all my training doesn't change. Get a MetPro site and say fuck batteries. I've thought about that. There's another company that has a who is that?
They suck though.
Those fiber optic dots. I think Ruger made that. Have you seen that yet?
Yeah, the Ruger Ready Dot, the little battery free EDC.
Is that pretty good?
I've not touched one in person, but I watched those reviews. Or have I touched one? I can't remember. I think maybe we had one of the Max 9s that came packaged with one, maybe. I don't know. It's huge. Like, what would be your battery cover tray? Like on a, or excuse me, what would be your, the top of the dot is where you've got this coil of fiber optic.
Right.
That powers it. And it's a huge dot. And it's non-adjustable, so it's just kind of like
sets there.
It's just kind of point shoot accurate. Like you hold it roughly in the A zone, you get him somewhere in the torso.
I mean, I guess so. You could probably do the same with irons, but yeah,
I think so. But those Meprolites, like, are antiquated technology. They've got super heavy blue tint.
Yeah, or the ACOG you said, which there's merits for that.
Which I would spend additional money getting ACOG, but I don't. Yeah,
I'd just rather run an LPV. That's why I run LPVOs. Is if my dot does go down, or like I had the range strip the batteries down, I can still shoot because it's just like shooting a scope. I mean, it's fine. That's
I
why
know
I
it's all
bought
risk reward analysis, but I have more faith in a red dot as far as durability, sans EMP. So
Sure.
that's why I'm just content having the extra dot put back.
I have nothing against dots. I just the LPVOs work for everything I do because even I take them hunting like a 1x6, a 1x8, a 1x10. I can still hunt with it. So if I'm close
You've
enough
been
to stuff.
watching all those 75th anniversary videos that Hornady's posting on their YouTube.
No, I just have people living it and they're cranking out a bunch of shit for it. So I got a bunch of family that works out there. And they can't get
Hi,
enough.
I'm Joyce. I'm Joyce Hornady. You might say accuracy is what I do for a living. I make bullets.
You don't do anything. You just sit there and let the factory run.
I think Joyce is dead because he was old then.
Yeah. The guy I
They're
know
on the
is
third
Steve,
generation.
and he's the son of the guy who actually gave a shit. And this guy is just
Yeah.
a dick. He don't care. He's just sitting back and taking his cut. Which I guess, I mean, if I was in the same situation, I might do the same, but you don't know until you're there.
Yeah. I mean, you can't blame him. You know, if you were born to a successful business owner or whatever, you'd be a nepo
Yeah,
baby
if you
too.
were born instantly and were a millionaire, how fucking hard would you try? Probably not very. Dwayne, Corey's on the Glock. I'm back to coon trapping. Forgot to close the chicken coop. Uh-oh. Got 2 hens. Yeah, man. I actually, when I was looking at building my coop, but I ran out of time because that's my killer is time. They have a solar one. And I think I have it in my affiliate store or it's in my cart because I was looking at building my coop just by hand. So it would be exactly how I want it and how I want it to fit and everything. And, yeah, man, they have a solar chicken coop door and that made a lot of sense. I thought that was sweet. And then you just put like a wood flap over it or something if you wanted to afterwards. A little extra, especially like in the winter, help keep it a little bit warmer. Do a 10 inside of a 10. Yeah, just as reliable. Yeah, they do have. I seen. That's what made me think of it was somebody did one of those bigger galvanized cans that you get at like Home Depot, Menards, or whatever, and then they have like a 1 or 2 gallon one. They just did the same, the cardboard lining and everything, and then set the smaller one inside of that one. And they did the test with
Yeah.
the radio, and they got nothing. So
That's some insulation and air gap.
yeah, just 2 is one is none. I mean, it's just
I've got a really big ammo can.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah, if you get like a 30 or 50 cal can, you could put a regular size can in there.
well, this big one is like 50 cal size as
Mm-hmm.
far as like width and depth, but like triple the height. I think it's supposed
Yeah,
to be like a mortar can or something.
yeah. Put 3 regular cans in it, or 2, or
I don't know if
whatever.
there wouldn't be enough because, like, say it's the same size as a 50, so they wouldn't nest inside of it.
Oh, gotcha. Not wide enough.
I mean, you could probably get a 30 cal can there if you squeeze really hard, front to back, the insulation, but
Yeah. Check
probably
out those
just
bags,
cardboard
man.
line it. Yeah, I've looked at the bags. You see varying reviews on effectiveness and stuff.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. The ones that I got a few videos on them. They work. I've tried to. I put a cell phone in it and called it, and I put a radio in it and called it, and nothing. So I figured that's
I'll
good
have
enough
to
test
go.
for me.
I'll have to go search and see what that is because you got those, and I
Yeah, they're like
might get
E&T
one.
Tech bags. Something I don't remember the brand on them, but they were the more expensive ones at the time, and they had pretty good reviews. So I watched a couple videos on them and went that way. I was going to go the blackout bag because I know those work. I've seen tons of videos on those, but they are not cheap. Dwayne, go with the optic ready. It's smaller, and from what I hear, it's fun to shoot. X Adam one's opinion. I mean, everybody can have an opinion. Mine's more, focused towards prepping and stuff like that for Compatibility, I mean, it's up to you, man. It's your money. But different opinions don't hurt, and I like to thank X Adam One because he actually gets to try out a lot of guns and stuff, and he's a super cool dude. He also has a channel, so you guys should definitely go check out X Adam One. He has way more dudes than I got. He's been around a while. He's good. He's a nice guy. My youngest just graduated high school. Nice, crashing Kev. I wanted to ask because this thing. Did you see the deal that happened on Friday? I don't know if it was evening or Friday, sometime, whatever. So the day before, old Daddy Biden went and did an agreement that he actually can't do without approval from Congress that we are going to support Ukraine for the next 10 years with $50 billion. I don't know if that's per year or total. And then the next day, they just implemented some stuff for a draft. 18 to 26, it'd be a mandatory deal. My question on it is, do they still have that clause where if it's the only male in the family that unless they're like volunteered and signed off with their parents, can they go if they're like the last surviving like bloodline relative or whatever that is?
Probably. They've been talking about the draft for a while. So
Yeah.
technically you've always had under federal law have had to register with the selective service.
Yeah.
And most states have a prompt to get you signed up for that when you go get your driver's license or the first time that you apply for a FAFSA loan or anything like that.
Right.
All that they've changed now is they're doing it for you now. Like instead of you they're not giving you the opportunity to be a criminal. They're just going to go. They've signed an authorization to be able to go pluck your information from all sorts of government records and automatically enroll you.
Well, here's the deal:
but
I'm getting at
women are exempt.
10 years. A lot can happen in 10 years, and a lot of people's kids will be getting around.
Well, and that's why I hope that people think before they vote this election, because both guys have had an opportunity to have a go at it. They've both had 4 years to try, and the difference is one didn't start any new wars. So depending on how you vote this coming election, you may or may not doom your children.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about
it. You don't want your son's blood spilled.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking at. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Yeah, Crash and Kev, we appreciate you, man. Especially if it doesn't have any wires plugged into it. Yeah, I think he's talking about the battery pack. Cable would act like an antenna. Yeah, it's the copper wire. Would make some sort of sense. I would just get a dagger. It uses Glock mags and mini Glock parts. Yeah, you see, my dagger's been my EDC since I put that tactical pontoon trigger in it, and it's a good gun. But I'll tell you this: I'm still bringing my regular Old Faithful Glock with me when I'm going out of town. 2 pistols in the Kel-Tec. That's what's coming with me. Tactical muffin top, 5-gallon Wally World gas can added to the garage prep. Good work, my man. Just need an old school spout. Yep, it's full of gas. Yeah, dude, those new spouts are junk. Tractor Supply, bum guards. I think also, what is that? That cool shop.
Ace Hardware.
No, what's that one? It sells guns and stuff. It's basically like a Tractor Supply, but it's like a huge redneck Walmart, basically. It's got guns and stuff in it.
You've talked about this before.
I know. I wish we had one in Nebraska so bad, dude. I love going to that store.
Fleet Farm?
No. Somebody will say it in the chat. Rule King. Thank you, Anonymous. Yes, it's Rule King. Ding, 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 Anonymous. You get 10 muffin top points. Yeah, dude, I wish we had a Rule King. I love that place. And they got pretty good deals on stuff. Already got a dagger and a bull armory and a lone wolf clone. I can pick up the 26 for $3.99 beans. Night sight's already on it. Then that's the way, man. You got tons of mags to run through it.
Especially those night sights are fresh. That's a steal.
Yeah, dude. And it's Gen 5. I mean, that thing's going to run for a long time. But you already got 3 that can pretty much do what it's doing at the same time. But I mean, that's up to you, man. It's your stuff. I don't understand what that means. Okay. Here we go. PT 111 is awesome for a budget pistol. Also, Felicia makes some killer budget knives. Nice info and content. All right. Hey, what's up, Unite Divide? I don't think I've seen you around here, man. Thanks for hopping in my waters. Appreciate you. Make sure you like, share, and sub the old Tactical Muffins up. I've kind of been taking up Honda's slack. So make sure you guys like, share, and sub Honda, because he's our homie, and when he's back, I'd like him to have an increase in that number. But yeah, I'll check out this knife company. Uh-oh. Oh my God, what have I done? I can't see stuff. Okay, there we go. Anyway.
Did you turn your camera on?
I did some crazy stuff. The very idea that not wanting to fight with the government would make somebody a criminal, it's messed up, man. And people are seeing the writing on the wall, man. They already know it's just a meat grinder for money, and they don't want to sign up for it. Oh yeah, I got a chat bot now, and it's working. It's cool, because I forget stuff a lot. All you have to do is show the MEPs and decline to serve. Okay, they can't make you serve at all. Get a constitutional lawyer and you see. Okay, good to know. See, my issue is this goes, and then somebody, something's going to happen past whoever gets elected next. And if it gets worse, that falls into the realm of my boy is going to be in trouble, is what I'm looking at. Fuck me. I don't care about me. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I wish I had a Rule King. They have so much good redneck stuff there, dude. Oh my God. And it's cheap. They have good, cheap stuff. Like, their ammo is cheap. Like, every time I go there, when I'm definitely not out of state, I always roll back with some ammo from there. The muffins. I don't. Yeah. Okay. Rocking some muffins. Points. It worked. He's doing stuff. I was just here yesterday. Got bird food and 400 rounds of 22. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm talking about. Rule King's sick. I love that place. Super awesome for Black Friday. You can get so many good things to prep out of there. Out west, we have Cal Ranch or Cole Ranch. Cal. I'm retarded. Sorry, Crash Kev. Yeah, I don't have anything. I've never heard of that around here. And the old Central. But yeah. Miffins? What's a miffin, lawfully?
It's a typo.
Yeah, I see that. It's okay. I do them pretty regular. But yeah, guys, let's run through this Discord here. I want to kind of, if you guys seen the last couple chats with the stages and where I'd like everybody to be, I want you to slap in the comments what you did to improve this week to get there, and maybe say what stage you're at. State you do like you could drop a 1, 2, 3, or by God, if you're at 4, I'm going to move in with you. Yeah, I think that'd be a cool thing to run through chat and see, maybe, every couple weeks or every, once a week or something, to see the evolution of people, and then just talking about it gets some gears rolling. Not to mention, people will start thinking of other things to add, like this commo deal, like just all kind. There's so much stuff that you can get, and if somebody finds a really good deal on something, I think it'd be sick. I also want. I'm thinking pretty hard on that. I want to make the biggest electrical generator type deal that you can from Harbor Freight to show people they could do it. Like, if it's like a piece of it at a time, every paycheck or something, or every month. And by the time we get to rolling around election cycle time, if we could have it built, I think that'd be a sweet little series. And then, people could play along at home and check out my mistakes, and then obviously avoid said mistake. I think that'd be a sweet chat. But the funds on that would be the issue. Because I'm trying to hit step 3 myself. So, but yeah, let's go through the Discord. Let's do it. Which, if you haven't seen those 2 videos, the last couple videos we've done on the Thursdays have been bangers, dude. Yeah, check this out. Yeah, dude, I've watched a while off, on and off. You were building a bag for a friend last time, and I watched. Thanks, man. 8 months ago, I think you were building a Keltec or something. Thanks, man. That's my ride around town rig that goes with me and the wife everywhere. If I'm in a vehicle, that bag is with me pretty much. That's my get home rig. So it's pretty good. I've lightened it up a little bit because I've focused now that, especially since it's hotter, I know I'm going to carry more bottled water home with me and more just water in general. So I took some crap out to lighten it up in preparation for the extra water.
Sitting on a 6-pack.
Yeah, more than that, but yeah. Let's do this. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of shit on here. I don't even remember the last time where we were last time. Oh yeah, I do. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. Present. Let's do this.
Arms.
I love it. All right, y'all. Here we go. Old man Butt Wrinkles said he's updating. He's stacking his pantry. There are so many people in this community right now that have, and I'm not picking on you, old man Butt Wrinkles, but hold on, I'm retarded. So many people in this chat that have this, and they think they're ready for SHGF. Now he has some freeze dried stuff, and this could be. I'm not picking on you, but I'm telling you right now, there's people in here in this chat that this is all they got. Okay, there's people in this chat that have less than this. I have X amount past this, but yes, this is very good. This is stuff. Looks like he's eating. Did you guys hear that the Campbell's is looking at closing?
No.
Yeah, like they're down so much in profit because everybody's trying to eat more organic and whole foods and healthier foods, and this is like ultra processed. This is the largest. I mean, we knock on big labeled stuff, but this is the largest cannery in like 180 years that's looking at closure, guys. Do you know what that's going to do to the rest of the canneries? It's going to put either A, so much demand on them, or B, they're in the same boat. That's a scary thing, actually. That's a very bad economic indicator. Not to mention, I trust these Campbell cans. They work really good. I've never had an issue with a Campbell's can on the shelf.
I've had several cans of the soup that's out of date.
Yeah, I eat stuff out of date all the time. Even Great Value crap. I don't
care. So I ate an entire can of the Great Value bacon spam today.
Yeah. I got some of that Great Value. They had it finally at my thing.
The regular stuff, I think, is better than regular spam. The bacon, to me, didn't taste as bacony, but it was good. I had a couple slices cold and a couple for the rest of it fried up.
Right. Oh, yeah, man. I love spam. I got this tripod here, so I'm going to start doing some prep meals with your storage food. Now, I got to rob it from Bear because I think it's right, but you should have 7 meals that you rotate, that you stock, that's shelf stable. And I think that's completely accurate. 7 meals. So, like, the easiest one is just stocking spaghetti pasta or noodles. And if you're going to store spaghetti long term, you should vacuum dry seal it in a jar, because if you seal it in Mylar, those the spaghetti ends are actually a little bit sharp. Even if you have them in the plastic packaging, they can still poke through the Mylar, and it's useless. So if you're going to store spaghetti, you store it in a glass jar.
Makes sense. So you don't file your spaghetti, you don't polish your spaghetti noodle ends down?
No, I don't have any time for that. If you're really worried about it, just get a 5-pound bag of macaroni and just divide it up that way. Same thing. But I also do like the cheese powder, like the Augustin Farms cheese powder. So like another meal I prep, especially with a kid, is that you a serving of that plus like a serving of just elbow macaroni, mac and cheese. Make my own.
Something I found at the Dollar Tree a couple weeks ago. So like your boxes of like the deluxe shells and cheese or the macaroni and cheese that has the like
What's up, Ohio?
Liquid cheese.
I just sent you a link an hour ago, man. Where you been?
I never got a link.
Killing me.
Yeah, I think there's times where it just won't send the first one or something like that for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's doing that with
happening.
Matt's chat a lot with me lately too, because I've been dropping links in his thing with my mod status, and it won't show up the first time around for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like I have to pretty much double link everybody at the moment. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's YouTube being dicks.
Yeah, well, it'd be StreamYard in this case, I think, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I've been having problems with links myself. There was a deal on Dagger this weekend, and we did have a huge discussion on it. I was at the playground trying to look at my phone because it was dying, so I was like on low, trying to save the battery. But there was a deal on the Dagger, and if you needed one, it'd be a good pickup. But it is the slide that's pretty much for the Vortex Venom, which Lawfully is totally right about that. But for the muffins, if you needed a blaster, there's like 140-ish, right? Or 240-ish muffins, I think. Let's in the chat here somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, and then he was like, we were playing with Daniel. It was a fun time. Nailed it. I love that.
Short-term prep, not long-term prep. The mac and cheese, like you buy the box, it already has all the stuff in it. You just boil the noodles and then squeeze the cheese pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Dollar Tree stocks the Velveeta, like the same cheese pouch in a commercial pouch. It's got like a 18-month shelf life, like Best By date, for $1.25.
Listen here, old man butt wrinkles. I'm not picking on you. I love you. It is a perfect example, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you for putting it in. Very honest. How many people have less than that, and they're going to post it? Did not. You know what I mean?
My pantry has a little more than that, but then I've got like totes.
That's a good video, by the way.
The totes have the freshest stuff in it, so I can like grab it and run out the door with it if need be.
Yeah, I have the same weight. Those totes that have the wheels on them rock, dude. I have like one with just freeze dried stuff. Like that's like if I have 20 minutes. Hey, Corey's here. See, look, Corey got his link, his work. That's cool.
Yeah, I've been sitting back there for 52 minutes.
No, you have not. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is actually a
that
deal.
That Dagger was
I might be getting in on that.
240 beans.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for a good, reliable. I mean, I've been running mine for 3 months, and I have, I don't know, about 500 rounds through it. I got nothing, and I shot a head off a gardener snake at about 10 foot away. Like, dude, it's solid. There's nothing wrong with it, man. I shot a little freaking dime-sized head off a snake that didn't need shot at, but I did it just to see if I could do it. And like, yeah,
right.
Like that Sealy dot on top of that Dagger, that budget build, freaking solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I posted it, just in case if anybody was needing one or needing, something. It was, that's the cheapest I've ever seen one before.
Like if you're in dire straits. Now, I will say this as a caveat. Father's Day has some sales, but 4th of July sales are right around the corner, boys, and they're usually a lot better. So if you want to get some tactical stuff, when I buy stuff like super duper tactical stuff, it's 4th of July and Black Friday. So that's when I typically buy my super duper cool stuff. There's going to be some banger deals on some Freedom Seeds.
That Black Friday deal that PSA had, what was it, 2 years ago now? Where they had
AR with a Dagger
for $40.
Oh, yeah.
Those
do you have those
spark?
What? Lovely.
On your shopping list, do you have the Survival Outfitters? I think it's the brand name. Let me see here. Practical Survival brand Life Straws, like water filters on there.
Those red ones?
Yeah.
Those are Southern Prepper ones.
Yeah. He put up a video today, and at the beginning mentioned that they marked them down. They've got the 5-packs for $49.98 right now.
I want to get. He has good stuff, dude. I want to get that little wool blanket deal that's in a bag that's waterproof. Is a sick deal to throw under the backseat of every car you got. 100%. Southern Prepper 1's been around for a long time. That guy eats and breathes prepping. Like his entire home facility, what he does is basically that's his retreat / ready to battle it out. He ain't getting off that spot. He's crazy. He's level 4 in it, man. Like he's pretty freaking close to level 4 in it. And obviously we don't show everything, huh?
Him and Engineer 775.
Yeah, and you don't see a whole lot of that guy's stuff, but like basically, because he was a judge. Southern Prepper 1 was a judge for Doomsday Preppers, right? And the engineer dude, he declined it because, quite frankly, I don't think he wanted everything they got shown. But I bet they are set.
I thought they were both contestants on the show.
No, they weren't. He was a judge.
Huh.
But yeah, anyway, this is a killer deal. I'm eyeballing this really, really hard, especially because like I was trying to piece it together before, and I was just looking at like one charging deal and like one headphone and like one antenna, and it was coming out way more than this. This is a really freaking good deal. Of course, when I was looking at the 5 with these these extra battery packs. I didn't know they already came 8 watt. Yeah, I was looking at like these, but they were
I was looking
5
at those
watt.
too.
Yeah, this is a pretty freaking good deal, man. Honestly.
Yeah,
nice prices.
Just be careful. Just be careful, even with like I just picked a random screenshot to show they weren't crazy expensive, but
right.
Read reviews and stuff for each seller because sometimes like the extra antennas will not be genuine Nagoya 177s or whatever or 771s. They'll be off brand. And sometimes the extended 3,800 mile batteries will end up being just an 1,800 mile battery with like a big washer or big nut in it. Like there's a video of a guy cracking one of those open, and it's just got a big like nut.
I gotcha. Yeah, you
Screw
definitely
nut.
want that. But yeah. See,
Well,
I thought you were
it's a
talking
nut,
about
not
you
an
set up a
acorn.
repeater at another location. My bad. I will say, Ohio. I've been to farms that have old buildings like this, old chicken coops like this. They got an old glass bottle up here. The guy sealed around with tar, and it gives a little bit of light. And if you get a couple of them have like black beer bottles, and the beer bottle actually lets a little bit of heat, so it actually lets a little bit of heat in the building and a little bit of light. This is old school. This is
cool
old.
one with the video attached to that. They were actually showing how you can make it into an actual light using like solar and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you can.
I posted that first, jackass.
No, but I have
It's
literally
actually
walked
a
in
story.
barns and chicken coops that have this technology still in it, and it still works. And that old glass don't break in the hailstorms around here because it's actually good stuff.
That was gonna be my first comment.
Yeah, so that's super
I saw
cool.
that and I thought, damn, that's neater Skeeter's Peter.
Yeah, actually, I should go back and see if that barn's still up, man. Damn, that old guy died a while ago. That was a sick freaking farm. I think his kids just sold it off because they're dicks. Yeah, look at here, lawfully dropping in his Father's Day gift. Nice, man. I got some jerky and I got like a little Mario dog tag deal to put on my keychain. It says Super Dad. So that's cute. That's cute. The wife said the boy helped kind of pick that out, so can't be angry at that.
Did you see
what's your
my
thought?
haul I got the other day from
Which one?
Food
With
Pantry?
the knife and the with all the dog food and all that. Yeah, I think it's further down.
Yeah.
Thoughts on these amend 2s? Everybody in the panel? I'll go last.
I don't know anything about them. That's why I was asking.
My limited experience with their AR mags, I wouldn't chance it. I mean, maybe 1 for 10 to try it out, but I'm generally opposed to Glock extendos that aren't OEM, and I really favor the 24 rounders over the 33s, anyways.
I have an ETS one that works so well.
Yeah, I've shot these and the ETS both, and the Magpool. The Magpool Gen 1s failed me a little bit. The Gen 2s are solid. The Amend 2s, the AR mags and the Glock mags I got. I have a 20, I think it's like a 22 rounder, not this one. solid. I haven't had any issues with it. Now, for shit hits the fan, I have moved away from all this crap, and I'm just stocking Glock, just for reliability myself. But if shit hits the fan and I need that last round, before somebody could throw me a bag of loaded mags or something, and I got that ETS mag in my range bag, I'm slapping that thing in. I'm going to keep feeding stuff down range, but that's stuff you practice with at the range, so you get more malfunction drills in. But the ones I've shot are solid. I have seen this. I have a love-hate relationship. Some of his stuff is cool. Some of it's so Gucci'd out that you're never, ever, ever going to have half the stuff he has on.
Oh, I know.
So I like John Lovell's. He did one, or like Weapon Snatcher. Like people that are a little bit more down to earth. There's several people that have done urban get home bags over the years that things evolutionally change all the time. Like Weapon Snatcher, one of his loadouts, he carries a drone with him, and that he does private security. The guy who we were talking about who stripped the bullet carriers out, he has a channel, and he does private security that's his job.
It was less the pack itself and more the discussion that he has through the video about, like stills, the stop, look, listen, smell.
Yeah.
The here's why we have the water bags, so I can run up, scoop water, get away. And I can filter it later in line with my Sawyer or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to be around a source of fresh water because that's where there's going to be people.
Right. Just like out in the desert or in Africa or whatever, that's where the danger's at, because everything needs that, including the predators, right?
Well, it's like the lions sit around the watering hole waiting for prey to come to it, which I had that discussion with the missus the other night. She was like, we were arguing about what she needed to pick up from Sam's. She did her weekly Sam's run without me.
Yes, sir.
We've agreed to not buy canned vegetables because they're not any cheaper.
No, that's a bad deal at Sam's if you do it. Great Value at Walmart is cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Set her straight on that a couple weeks ago. But then I told her, whatever you thought you were going to get in cases of water, get one more. And she's like, well, it's getting kind of hard to stack it and this and that. We'll run out of space. I said, you'll need water. That's the thing we'll burn through. And she's like, don't we live by a body of water? And I was like, yeah, but everybody will be there. Like, you're not going to walk the X distance that it is to go like stick your face to the surface of the water to suck through that life straw. Like, that's not ideal.
No.
Yeah. And there's shit in your house that you can easily get rid of to stack extra supplies, especially water.
Yeah, dude.
I'm winning her over, Corey. I don't want to press too hard while I got her on the same page.
Well, easy thing is that you got a closet, right? Well, whatever you do, just put a piece of plywood on top of however many cases of water will fit there, and then throw your shoes on top of it. That's an easy one. Obviously, you probably got underneath all your furniture. You probably got underneath all your beds. Go vertical. Just have a freaking tower of water up in one corner, like behind the couch or something, in the living room, and just put a garden sheet over it or something, and put like a fake flower on top. Not a garden sheet, but like a bed sheet or something.
Get rid of one couch and use that space for water.
Yeah, I can't take full credit for that idea. That came from Pastor Joe Fox. He said when he was living in an apartment, he just had boxes of ramen noodles stacked with a bed sheet over it, and he put like a vase or something on top of it. So like when his family came over, they're like, "Oh, that's kind of a neat feature." And he's like, "Yeah, but don't mess with it because like I don't want the vase to fall." So nobody would touch it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
There he had like, I don't know, 100 packs of ramen noodles, a box or whatever he had. It's a good idea.
Yeah, I've seen people make furniture and stuff out of it.
Yeah.
What I'm about to say only really works for like single dudes, but there was someone that used to be around that hadn't been around in quite a while, and that was Dan. He showed me some of his preps, and he basically had it like that stacked up, and he would say a lot. He didn't have a bed; he had a bunch of yoga mats stacked together. That was his bed. He lived very simple, but had shit ton of supplies.
Yeah, I know somebody that.
Where's he been?
I don't know. Last time I heard, he was having family issues.
Shit. Yeah, I know a guy. He doesn't have a box spring for his bed. He just has totes full of food and then a piece of plywood that's like the size of his mattress, and he just has his mattress over that, and he just has like a sheet all the way around it for like skirting. Nobody would ever know.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. there's always ways where there's a will, there's a way, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, do you need all that shit in your closet? Can you
sell it
get
so you can get
rid of some stuff?
Yeah, man. I'm on the selling train hard right now. I'm flipping crap.
I agree with you. You know, if I could find someone to buy all the fucking collectible shit that I have all at once, I'd get rid of it because right now it's just taking up space.
Fucking post it. Like I am so close to having enough shit flipped to buy 3 months of freeze dried. I'm gunning for that.
Damn.
I know. This is a good little EDC. Actually, I have one of these in a door of my wife's vehicle full of 217 rounders. But yeah, this looks like a 17.
Honestly, what I wish I could go fucking buy right now if I had the money would be like half a cow.
Yeah, man. There's something to definitely be said. I actually just got gifted a pressure canner, and I need to see if it works.
Nice.
I've been looking for one.
You can make your own spam.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be pressure canning a lot of deer meat this year, opposed to freezing it as ground beef.
That, and you can also, you know, if you had like a bunch of pig fat, you could render it down for the lard, and you can store your meat in lard like that, and it's good for years.
Yeah, man.
Not to mention it'll help enrich the flavor, but
yeah, a lard cap is something to be said. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's preserved meat for lots of years. And I also just got a box of jars today, and I'm getting from the person who gave me the pressure canner. Nobody else in the family's interested in his canning stuff, so he's just gonna give it all to me. And I'm like, shit, yeah, I'll take all of them fucking jars, homie. Like, that's the most expensive part of getting started canning is getting the jars. Like, the jars are so fucking expensive now, and then finding lids. But I cleaned out bum guards last year.
It's by design.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, I rolled in and I took every regular mouth fucking lid they had. Like, they had a box, like it was 100 of them, and I just took the whole freaking sleeve they had of them. And the gal at the register, she's like, "You know, this is price per box, right?" I'm like, ring them all up, darling. Like, I'm taking them all. Like, they're for me.
Did you ever figure out how to use the Instapot to can?
I have to look at it because it has to have a temperature rating of a certain degree.
Because I have one of those Instapots, and if I could figure, you know, there's a way to do it, then I don't have to worry about buying
temperature
one.
Rating that gets up to, God, I want to say it's like 230. I don't know. I have to check on it again. But yeah, I'll look at it. I mean, it's not canning season for me yet, so I'm not hard in on that. But I'll be putting up a lot of corn before then. I like this dagger, dude. I like this the jimping on here. It's a good looking rig. I like this sheath actually. This sheath's pretty sick.
Oh yeah, I like that. I don't remember what kind of knife it is, but it's nice.
Rocking a Benchmade. I tell you what, I can't see myself dropping that kind of money on a folder. If I'm being honest, like, I mean, it's awesome that you can, DD Welder,
right?
Because I mean, you're
I'd rather have a
knife collector and stuff, but damn, man,
fixed blade.
Torchy 2X, I like that. I would assume that's 2,000 lumens. Who makes this? Is this that Torchy's the brand? That's cool. Got a good clip, so you can put it on your hat. That's 10 out of 10. I like that. I like that a lot.
It looks solid. I know that one that one flashlight he sent me. That's a solid motherfucker. Yeah. Like you could feel like it's good quality.
I'll tell you what. You can get these on Amazon. These actually work pretty good. I got this from my grandpa's 92 clone, that Taurus, and opposed to that Blackhawk holster where the button used to be back here where that dude shot himself. It's up here, so it actually you'll be up on the slide when you draw it. You won't be down on your trigger. So these actually are pretty decent. These are fairly cheap, and it gives you a level 1 retention.
It's funny you say that, and I immediately know who you're talking about. Even though there's been a lot of videos of people shooting their.
Oh yeah, dude, that guy drawing. I just fucking shot myself. Yeah, that moron.
Yeah.
He's trying to go fast.
I forget his name, but he was around in the beginning because Matt used to talk to him.
Oh yeah, he was on Tosh, man. He was on Tosh.0. It's funny shit. I think.
But that shit's hilarious. I'm sorry. I know it probably hurt, but I fucking laughed my ass off at that video.
Oh yeah, you guys are talking about these donuts, you hillbillies. Here we go. This is what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's because they asked me if Mrs. Barrett's was any good, and that brand that he posted, I've never heard of. So it must be a local thing.
Right. Here's the deal, man. This is a good prep. Just charging all this stuff. How many times does somebody go and grab one of these and they're not charged and they're useless? This is a prep. Your chargeable batteries. This is a perfect time to check all your batteries when you're charging all this stuff. And having all this, if you had like just an Anchor solar fold out panel, actually even freaking, I just seen that Harbor Freight has a four fold open panel for like $69, and it's like 18 watts, and then they have a 2 folding one for like $49. So you might as well buy the bigger one, and it's like 10 or 12 watts. So for the extra $10-$20, you might as well get the quad fold. But
being
able to charge this stuff so you can charge lights, your flashlights and stuff like that is a huge game changer when people don't have that. Not to mention you can trade. You can just trade it and charge people shit. Like that becomes a SHTF job when you can charge people shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, and you can live high on the hog too, because be like, I got power. I'll trade you this amount of charge for whatever you got.
Yeah, like if you could charge somebody's Baofeng, dude, they basically rope in a comms guy that way or something. Like that's sick. Corey over here dropping some prepping.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Speaking of canning, I got 2 fucking big bags of cucumbers, and I need to go buy some of those mason jars because I already had vinegar. One treat that I grew up eating was basically fermented fucking cucumbers in vinegar and
refrigerator pickles.
Yeah. So I want to do that.
Make sure your vinegar is 5% because they're selling 4% vinegar and you actually can't can with it. But for refrigerator pickles, you'd be all right.
Yeah, just something, because I like it. I like eating salt and vinegar chips, so I grew up eating vinegary stuff like that.
Dude, I probably eat like 2 gallons of pickles a week, dude. I'm a pickle fiend. I love pickles. And you got some dog food.
I've got to do something to preserve that because there's no way I can eat 2 big bags of fucking cucumbers and then a whole bag of fucking tomatoes.
One's for anal use, Corey.
Let me ask y'all a question. Anyone out there too? Do y'all know how to or a good recipe for beets? Because they gave me a big bag of beets too.
No, I hate beets. It's nasty shit.
I've never had them, so I don't know. I know beets, like if you do like beet juice, that's actually good for like, I think it's heart health and some other shit. It's like medicinal property.
Yeah, you can canned beets. They're like a little sweet thing, kind of like cranberry rings. I don't know. My grandma loves them.
And I know you can substitute, if you don't have sugar, you can do beets and it'll not only color the cookies, but it'll actually you do like a natural sweetener.
Yeah.
Because Carol did that on The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I don't like beets. This is a 10 out of 10 right here, dude. My dollar store doesn't have this triple antibiotic hardly ever, but when they do, I buy it all. And they never have this size of these Band-Aids, but these Band-Aids they got actually work pretty decent. I mean, for dollar store Band-Aids, but I always get the big ones. They always have like the little 2-inch wide ones by like 4-inch. Those things work great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. Cobain's really good to have. TAO, that's something everybody should have abundance of because a cut will kill you in the end.
Yeah, dude, 100%. Not to mention the oral stuff. Like this is a great dollar store buy. Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is like less than 15 muffins, man. Like you roll in with a $20 bill and then like slap a case of water on top of it or buy an extra thing of like, I don't know, matches or something like that. Just round it out, or like a couple things of bouillon cubes, or even the little 2-pound bags of rice and beans.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, dude. There's your barter right there, man. SHTF happens, man. You know what? If you go a couple days without brushing your teeth, and after you brush them, you feel just like a human again. Like Imagine going a month without being able to brush your teeth. Like,
yeah, like
some dude might fucking
Michonne.
trade you all kinds of stuff for this 4-pack of freaking toothbrushes and a thing of toothpaste.
Yep, Michonne in The Walking Dead did just that. You know, like, oh my
That's
god,
weird.
how long was I in there? I couldn't stop brushing my teeth.
Right.
She's in there for 20 minutes.
Heck yeah. Yeah, right here. This is what I'm stacking over alcohol and stuff, Corey. This is still less than a $10 bottle of booze at Wally World.
Oh yeah, I got that too. I just feel like alcohol makes a good prep item.
Yeah, I dig it. This also furthers us along to step 2, 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see it more as a barter item than me consuming it myself because.
Beats Harvard Beats, the
agree.
classic preparation. Check that one out. DJ Play Nice says. DD Welder cleaned out all the pain relief and back and body. Dude, they never have this at mine. I don't know if they just wipe it out. They got the ibuprofen, and they have the one that's in like 10 pills, and they have one that's 40. And I never buy the 10 pill one. I always buy the 40 ones. But this stuff's always gone at mine. I'd like to try this actually and see if it works for my back or not, if it helps at all. But yeah, this stuff is always freaking gone at mine. But I get the ibuprofen. They have the Tylenol sometimes, but yeah, he said
I'd
I'd rather go to like Walmart and get the Tylenol with arthritis. That shit works even better.
I get the big 500 count bottles of them, the 2-pack at Wally World.
Yeah, those work far superior than regular Tylenol. But happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I forgot to say that earlier.
Yeah, Corey, we said that. See, I don't know why it makes me upload this freaking link, but then I screenshot what I'm going to post in here. It's fucking dumb. But this was 4 muffins, man. This is just an extra battery pack. I mean,
is that what that is? I didn't know.
Yeah,
I mean, juice on. I thought it was like a vape or something.
No, this is like this is the new version. Walmart's like replacement brand for Black Web. It's a Chinese, knockoff, but the Black Web stuff has always worked really well for me, and I haven't had any issues with like these phone chargers or these cords work really good. So,
okay,
that's 10 out of 10. 4 muffins, man.
Makes sense now. I just thought it was like some kind of fucking vape when I first saw it.
Nah, I don't do that shit. I gave up chewing. I'm not starting anything else that's that addicting. This is a free prep for him. I think he said he got some of this stuff when a friend was going into the nursing home.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, check out the vest. Do you have any plates with that bad boy?
I'm sure he does. It's fucking Dwayne.
Yeah, man. I mean, not to mention, I would scoop up if you guys don't have body armor now. I think that's something that's going to be hit. Not to mention, I don't know if you know this, but there is a drain on the civilian market because Ukraine has been buying it off the civilian market as well. Because they don't have it. For
I just ain't got the money for body armor. I would love to get 2 things of body armor for me and my old lady.
Yeah, I mean, it's
just
whatever.
Expensive.
You're gonna have to start sucking some wieners, Corey. I love you.
I don't want to go back to my hooker days. That's in the past.
Well, we got Ohio here. Was there any updates on those 2 shootings you were talking about on your channel the other day?
Not as far as I know. I haven't checked anything yet today.
Yeah, I hadn't seen anything either. So I would assume they had found some more stuff that didn't fit the narrative, so they kind of quit reporting on it.
I don't know if anybody saw my new EDC knife or not yet.
No.
The custom-made handle with my name on it.
Oh, that's cool. That's nice.
Your name's fucking Ohio.
Who makes it?
My real name starts with an A. Wayne Carver. I'm not sure if that's a good quality or not. We just happened to be at the local gun shop the other day. I was up there getting ammo, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta get that."
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, any knife's good. You can always be sharpened.
I have actually just
for that matter. So.
Yeah. I have been searching for more audiobooks. I have a bunch of them, but I need to see if they're actually free on YouTube or if I have to pay for them. But you'll need to listen to this one. I think with all these shootings and stuff popping off, this is probably a little bit of a flavor towards it. And then
I want to make you cry.
It really did, dude. The first time I was walking around the office, everybody's like, dude, Tactical Muffin Top, why are you so pissed off? I'm like, I'm listening to this audiobook and it's pissing me off. And they're like, well, calm down. I'm like, we went back to my desk and did some more shit. And I fucking got up again. I was like, this fucking book, are you fucking serious? They're like, dude, why are you still listening to it? I'm like, because it's pissing me off. Because they're like, yeah, but why is it pissing you off? I'm like, because it's so fucking realistic. It's what's going to fucking happen.
Damn.
You need to listen to this book. You really do. If you haven't listened to this, Day of Wrath.
I will.
And
Yeah,
then,
I'm gonna start
give it
doing
a
that
go.
tomorrow because
Yeah.
we're under a heat advisory as of 11 a.m.
Yeah, man. Dude, this stuff's free. I mean, I've been working out in the garden and stuff listening to this. I think that the nuke is less of a reality over this and this.
Yeah.
I think this is number one for me in realistic. Then it's this. Number two, close number two currently. And then after that number two happens, it's this. You need to listen. This is a prepper staple. Like if you haven't listened to 1 second after, I don't know what you're doing. But
What was that second book?
This is the Cybernuke series by William of Ravenshire. He actually hops in here. Yeah, he's working on book 3 too. This one's pretty good too. It's a little like side quest with a dude that works for this guy or whatever. But this guy's like on level 3 in this book. Like when we're talking about the stages, this dude's bug out location set on level 3. Like you shit your pants. There's going to be a lot of good ideas in there.
Give me a quick plot breakdown.
We get hacked.
Okay.
And it shuts down everything, which is what I think would totally happen over an EMP because they don't want to damage the infrastructure. Because then they can just come in and take it over, and then they hit the kill switch on their bug, and then all the shit still works.
Yeah.
They just replace our workers or, force slave camps or whatever.
Hell yeah, that's
Yeah,
how
it was
you do it,
about a week
Dwayne.
ago. The City Hall for Cleveland, Ohio got hit with a hack attack.
Yeah.
They said that they're not going to supposedly pay the ransom, but we all know that Bibb's a fucking idiot. He's totally paying the ransom already.
Well, they didn't pay it the first time, so. All right, where are we at?
Dwayne said he bought 8 plates back in the day when they were 69 muffins piece.
Good work, man. You got spalling protection on those? Hit them bad boys with some rhino liner.
Yeah, they're level 3A, he said, or level 3 plus. I mean.
Yeah.
Or basket weave it with T-Rex tape, Gorilla tape.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. All right, here we go. I think this is where I was in the chat. I think I can always get more. My wife will tell you I've been at the stage 4 for years. Nice, Dwayne. Jealous of you, man. Good for you. Hitting right here. Stage 4, man. Mamacita. Tactical Muffin, stop picking on me. I love you, old man butt wrinkles. My pantry is 2 half-empty cardboard boxes of cans and a half mini freezer. We're going to get you up on that, Coldfoot. At least you realize where you're at, and you know you need to set yourself a weekly goal and hit it. Just like working out. Just like everything, you know what I mean? I have a chat bot now, guys, because I kept forgetting to put this crap in, and I was having problems copying it in. And I think, are these working? Can anybody let me know? As soon as we hit 100 people on Rumble, I'm going to do an exclusive day on Rumble, and ain't nobody going to know except for Rumble people. So I'm currently at, last I knew I was at like 11. Yeah, it's going to be a minute, but if y'all would help me out, I'm really trying to get that going. Yeah, I'm at 11 still, so I suck really bad. So I guess I'm never going to be on Rumble. So that sucks. You know what I mean? No, man, if we could bump it up, guys, that'd be sick because especially with this election stuff, I will be using Rumble. Like every YouTuber will be using Rumble, without a doubt. Like we're gonna have to just to be able to have conversations and talk about this stuff. And
yeah, everyone here in the chat needs to go over and subscribe to his Rumble channel. Do it now.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. If there's anybody that you actually like listening to or value their opinion or whatever, or they're on any panels that you're going to want to listen to, hop in with their stuff because they might be on at a different time. Or like Matt was busy this week and he missed what 1 or 2 of his chats. Like E-Honda's going through some crap, man. So we're trying to help him out. That's why I say every day I'm doing an E-Honda takeover. We need to like, share, and sub to him. Like the biggest thing is we got to widen the net out because you want to get more people on stage 1. And if you haven't watched my stage 1 videos, you need to go back because they're actually bangers and they have real stuff that you need to do. I think that people get lost in the way of grandeur as far as prepping and collecting go, and they stock so many firearms, and you feel like you have this protective shield, like, oh, I have my antivirus just because I have all this stuff. Nobody's going to mess with me. And I got 2A tattoos and I got 2A stickers on my truck, and I got my Trump flag and my American flag out in the parking lot, whatever, my fucking house, whatever. You're at an apartment, same thing. Like, I got it over my windows. I got my Trump flag over my windows, whatever your situation is. No, what you're doing is telling a bunch of bad actors where to go. And I don't care how good you think you're
advertising.
Yeah, you versus 30 guys ain't going to work out good no matter where you're at.
Yeah, right now you definitely don't need to be advertising shit.
I actually heard one earlier tonight. I guess there's a bunch of illegals that are calling up gun ranges in Illinois to try to go and do shooting times and stuff like that.
I have seen that there's somebody that had the sheriff's department or something training, and Chinese rolled in all black, same outfit, same everything, suppressed guns, and they did a night shoot suppressed. And the guy said that they let him in and shoot with everybody who signed up for the class. It was like a free class or a paid class or something, a night shoot for the range. And he said they sucked, but here's the deal is they had the logistics to show up in the same uniform, all had suppressed weapons, and they showed up. And they knew when it was. And they knew it was they weren't members of the range or anything like that, but they paid to go shoot. Okay?
That's
you
terrifying.
Know what that is? That's live fucking training, okay? That's live training for people that are here with the logistics to have that stuff here. And to know, they have people locally, obviously, that figured that out. So I've heard multiple reports of this stuff showing up. They are training right here in front of us. Don't be a cuckold. Be a man. Work your body out. If you can walk around the block, I guarantee you can jog a mile. You can do it. I don't care what you think about your body or whatever, you can do it, okay? If you have this pantry of food and that's it, that we had picking on old man butt wrinkles, but if that's all you have for your food and you have like one case of water and you have 20 guns, you are doing it wrong. You are not going to make it. You need your golden 5 firearms, or it could be 3 or 4 depending on location. Not everybody necessarily needs a bolt. Not everybody necessarily needs a shotgun, vice versa, whatever. 2 fucking ARs, change it out. You don't need all that stuff. You can only have what you can have. What you should have is you should have a buddy kit, basically a duplicate of your kit at wherever location you're going. Minimum, a gun belt and a chest rig with your AR, or pretty dang close to what your AR is, with your LPVO, whatever, your dot, your whatever optics you like, whatever flavor, dot, pistol, whatever, lights, slings, everything the exact same location. So all the times that you take it out and actually shoot with it, your hands are going to fall in the same exact spot. Your muscle memory is going to take over, so you don't lose any training off of anything else that you're doing. You need to have an entire buddy kit chilling wherever you're going to be going. Worst case scenario, you give it to somebody else who shows up. Maybe you have an extra guy that you didn't have before, right? And like, oh, hey, Farmer Bill is over here. And Farmer Bill's this jack 23-year-old guy who slings all the irrigation pipe and herds all the cattle around. He's sexy, Instagram sexy. He's got, look at these pecs this boy's got with like a 12-pack. Like, okay, guess what, dude? You're on the fucking team and you're a farmer and you know how to work the field. Like, ka-ching, ka-ching, you're by yourself. Mutual assistance group, bro. Hop in with us. Like, we got your 6 while you're sleeping and we'll help feed you. You help feed us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you can hook that boy up with a rig. You know what I mean? If all
I
goes
just got
well.
my trusty baseball bat for shit hit the fan.
Well, there you go. Go ahead and start wrapping it in barbed wire because shit hits the fan, be running around, son. But yeah, what? Happy Father's Day if you are, or if you had one. Yes, and to past and fallen fathers that are no longer here.
Amen.
Memories that are here, last forever. People do not. And fatherhood's an awesome thing. It definitely puts a different scent of something into you as a man to do better and strive better, and you start looking
It
at
definitely
life.
does.
You start looking at life in a little bit different way.
I lost my dad last year, and my son is now 16. He's almost a fucking man.
Yeah, man,
It's just fucking crazy. I feel old.
you are fucking old, Corey. Shit, lost my spot. Cold pack pickles, raw. Yeah, dude. I love pickles. I eat the shit out of pickles, man. And my wife loves my pickles too. So like,
I can bet
I
she
have,
does.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I have quadrupled my pickle production this year, so that's going to be super awesome. If you guys have some prepping stuff you need to go ahead and check out my affiliate link. I have been putting tons of stuff in there. Here's your beets thing, Corey. The
Yeah,
Harvard Classic preparation. Check that out.
I will.
Gazpacho. Best band ever. Duct tape, folded up tissue, or paper towel. Yeah, man. Duct tape has so many good uses. An old like a gift card or whatever too. You can slip a lot of duct tape with you. I love duct tape. That shit is so amazing. Downrange plate. Oh yeah, okay, that's what he's talking about. 69 muffins.
If you got the money, Gorilla Tape's even better.
Yeah, I love Gorilla or T-Rex tape's awesome. Yeah, man, dude, he's stacking them plates, man. Sounds like Dwayne's living at his location, man. Good for him. Muffins.
Oh yeah, I never fucking planned to bug out. I always planned to bug in.
I understand that circumstances don't allow that to happen, so I have multiple locations. Get them.
Yeah, when you're poor,
thanks,
you don't
man.
have, you don't have multiple locations.
I hear you, man.
Well, I take it back. I do have a family cabin that is kind of been talked about as being, is going to be like a meetup place if forever I need to. So I do technically have a backup location, but it's fucking hours away.
Set it up, man. Get some shit cashed out that way.
It's like 6 hours away.
Well, start walking. That's a long walk.
Like a fucking year to get. Yeah, it's a long walk.
I do want to say, if you are in a position or you think like if you're an elderly guy or whatever, I think we all have body. You guys know my back's messed up and things like that. If you have bodily restrictions, things like that, if you think there's an issue with that, you need to become friends with a family member or a friend and you need to let them basically sponge up some of your knowledge. Like you need to teach them stuff.
Definitely.
Because one day we're not all going to be here, just like a father deal, and passing on wisdom and knowledge is the biggest prep you can do, because the wisdom and knowledge you're passing on means you went through all of the mistakes and trials of hardship and things like that, and you can let them surpass that to let them get farther down the road than you could. So if your bug out is like say yeah, you should. Like if your bug out is, say, like you were saying, you have a family cabin. Okay, most of your family is going to show up that could make it there, right? Okay, if one guy's going to show up there, like Billy Bob, Uncle Bill, whatever, total whatever Bob, I don't care, Aunt freaking Jane or some shit, like you need to talk with them and teach them some stuff now and try and get people more rounded out in their skill set that they can be comfortable / knowledgeable in. So like if you have somebody who's a nurse, obviously teach them more about the medical stuff. Maybe they're not good with gunshot wounds. Maybe they don't know about like quick clot, things like that. Maybe they're not good with tourniquets or something like that. And you are, like, you're a military guy. Do the tourniquet course with them or something. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, my mama too is a fucking nurse, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, focus your strengths. If you got a guy who's a hunter, well, don't fucking shove him in a basement digging a ditch or something. Like, put that guy out in the stand with a bow. I mean, and then obviously hunting is a huge freaking, I mean, that changes just by the friggin' day sometimes, like by the hour. Just pass on what you can pass on and let people play their strengths, because people want to do good at what they're already doing good at. They don't want to do bad at what they have no idea at. So like, don't bottle up all your knowledge inside yourself, because one day you're going to be gone, and all that's going to be left is whatever you have physically. And if they don't understand what it is or something, or they don't find the value in it like you do, like that one guy, it was on Facebook a few years ago. The guy's like, "Oh my gosh, my great grandpa's deal. He built a vault underneath his staircase, and the guy had cleaned out all the boxes finally and found it. And he showed all those old World War II guns that his grandpa stashed for him there. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I was just going to turn these over to law enforcement." Like, that guy is turning over in his grave. Like, that was his stash for his family, Like the 4 pistols with a few mags and like a little bit of ammo that he had in all that oil or cosmoline or whatever. Like, he had that saved for a reason, because in the war he seen the reason why you needed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be pissed if my son.
Yeah, he was like a little liberal douchebag. Yeah, he was like a little liberal douchebag who didn't like guns, so he turned him over to the police. Like, you got to turn on the value of the stuff that you're going to need and why you're doing what you're doing to people. And you don't got to go crazy, tinfoil hat, be like, "Oh my God, the government's doing this, and we're getting probed by aliens, and blah, blah, blah. Duke loves Momo." Like, they're not going to listen to you because you sound fucking insane. Like, seriously, they won't. You got to talk to them, be practical about it. Be like, you're walking around and be like, "Yo, man, what do you think about the news, man? This is crazy." Maybe like, "Bro, you should have an extra month's worth of groceries." "Why?" "Bro, do you remember when they locked us down last time for the jibby jab?" He'd be like, "Yeah." He'd be like, "Bro, this is happening the same way with this feather flu, bro." Like,
yep.
And then they'd be like, "Oh my God, I need to go get toilet paper," and they're going to remember everything they couldn't get. And he'd be like, "Yeah, at least if they go stock a month's worth of that, better than nothing." That's what I'm on. Like, you need food. Everybody's going to eat food every single day of their life. Maybe you skip a day if you're a skinny guy. I don't know. Maybe you skip a day if you're fasting. Everybody's going to eat food every week of their life until they're dead. So stock food. If you have guys that are showing up to the same family cabin, y'all probably got a few guns. One guy doesn't need 20. You know what everybody needs? An extra month of food. You're going to eat food, everybody. You need food to live. You need water to live. You need water purification. I'd rather have 100 life straws than an extra 2 guns that I don't need. 1, it's way lighter. 2, that's going to be the best trade item out there, dude. You're going to be at the trading post. "Oh, I'm at Trader Joel on 7 Days to Die. Oh, hey, you got 10,000 rounds, but you're about to die because you don't have any water. Here's a water filter. Here's a life straw." They're going to trade you anything if they're about to die, dude. Water is life. You know it's not life? An extra fucking 12 gauge sitting in the closet. Get rid of it. God dang. You know what I mean? I don't know. I got on my high horse a little bit. But at some point, man, you don't need... I'd rather have a solar generator than an extra 5 guns. I'd rather be able to run my whole house and all my freezers and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Way before having an extra 5 guns.
No, I agree. I mean,
I got
technically,
good.
Technically, when shit hits the fan, you only need 1.
The one in your hand.
For yourself. So, I mean, because if you have to, for whatever reason, leave your house, you can't carry your entire fucking collection with you or all your fucking ammo. That's why I agree, like you, having it staged other places. But if you don't have that, I mean, you're going to be able to carry, a sidearm and a rifle, realistically. Mm-hmm. And then, maybe, part of your food and water, if you had like a pull behind wagon or some shit.
Yeah.
So
shopping cart, if you have a bike with like one of those kid trailers, you can convert that to carry a couple totes full of food. Like,
yeah. So honestly, if you have a bunch of guns and you're not stocked up on medical supplies or food or especially water, I hate selling guns, and I would never advocate for anyone to sell guns unless you lack in other part of your preps. And I say sell a couple, buy a bunch of food, buy a bunch of fucking water, because it's better to have it not needed to need it not have it.
Right. And you're gonna run through that eventually, right? I mean, here think about this If you knew,
Oh yeah, food and water isn't going to last very long. Not as long as people think.
well, yeah, but like you just said, everybody's planning on everybody wants to stay in their house. Boy, having an extra month before you have to make a decision would be nice. Even if you just stay there and eat through it, then you don't have to haul it all with you.
And truthfully, you can always ration out because you don't really need to eat every day. I mean, like Kevin James, he lost a lot of weight, and he said he quit eating he didn't eat anything for 40 or 41 days. He just drank water with some salt in it for electrolytes and everything. So you can go a long time without eating, but you can only go a couple of days without water.
Right. I don't know. There's just things that the prepping community, and the issue is like I said, like nobody wants to update their videos. Like it's all old. They're like, oh, it's done. It's where it's at. Like stuff's changed, man. World events have changed. I mean, we're human. Product. We evolved to continue.
That, and honestly, if you have solar panels and stuff and have way to, like plug shit into them, fucking make you a couple of redneck fucking ACs that are like a 5-gallon bucket. That way you have shit that you can at least stay cool.
Yeah. Swamp cooler,
you can freeze it. Yeah, your swamp cooler, yeah. You could just freeze a gallon of water, put it inside of a 5-gallon drum lined with foam, and had like a little desktop fan to blow it everywhere. And you got a fucking AC, something to keep you cool after the grid goes down.
If you had a solar generator that could run a freezer and you could give everybody a gallon bag ice a day for 10 people, and that's obviously a finite resource, say a year in.
Oh, you're going to be a king, dude.
Like 1 second after when the guy gets a generator or run his thing and he gives the guy a little bit of ice. What do you think that's worth in trade?
It's gold.
What? Yeah.
It'd be literally gold.
Yeah, that guy with 20 guns is going to be giving you a gun every goddamn week, dude.
Pretty much. So, like, yeah, if you could prep shit like that to have, as like bartering, you wouldn't need more than just a couple guns because you could always trade for ammo and guns or whatever you want in the end because you're the fucking man, basically. You're the Negan, essentially, the go-to guy.
Yeah, you don't got to be a bad Negan, but yeah, you're smart.
Oh, right, yeah, you don't have to be a bad Negan, but you're like Negan that has everything is what I mean.
Yeah.
So, but you do also have to watch your back because once the word gets out that you have shit like that.
Let me check this video out here and see if I can show it or not.
You're gonna have to fucking protect yourself and your stuff.
20-person smash and grab. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was fucking retarded, dude.
Dude, what the fuck is this guy gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. See. Now, here's the deal, and that's why when Lawfully Armed brought up that question, I don't know if you're here, Lawfully. I know you dropped out for a second. I think you tried to say something.
No, I'm not here.
Okay, I love you. Honestly, man, you said when you were talking earlier, more than 1 or 2 mags extra plus what's in your gun might look suspicious or whatever. But, dude, obviously when you started, if you had to start doing pew-pew on that, I don't think I can show this, Lovelace.
That's fine.
But yeah, basically 20 dudes roll in all black, sledgehammers, fucking crowbars and stuff, break this dude's glass in, and just basically clean his store out. I don't know what kind of store this is or anything, if it's like a jewelry store or something or whatever.
It's probably someplace in California.
I guarantee though,
if other states like that.
If he had a pew and started, sending Freedom Seas down range, that group would turn around and run. They're not going to stick around.
And the guy's just like, take whatever you want. Don't mess with me. Like, yeah, man. That's messed up.
Yeah, that's a prime example of why you should be armed.
They found almost 3 dozen jars of preserves in George Washington's basement.
Yeah, I mean, stuff works. I know, like, up and down the Missouri River, when they used to deliver to, like, general stores, there was an old steamboat called the Bertrand, and they actually dug up some of the canned food. Well, not dug up, but they found it. And it was 100 years old, and they pulled it up, and they opened a can, and they tested it, and you could still eat it. it still had some nutritional value and it didn't have botulism. And those cans sat underwater for 100 years.
Yeah, I
Nice.
guess what they found in Washington's old basement, they were saying it's basically like a crazy like wine jam mix that is still edible.
Yeah. I don't know.
And
if I
imagine
would,
how
but-
much better that shit is because it's not full of all the crap that the government puts in our food and waters these days.
Right.
They found skeletons in Franklin's basement.
Yeah. Oh, well, that was
I
for a
heard.
different reason, though.
Yeah, I heard
Here we
about
go,
that.
Buckstrap. That's exactly what I do. You spread the knowledge and karma. Ask who knows me. I'm 58. I'm far from the Hulk anymore, so I try to help anyone that I can. Thank you, Dwayne. You are exactly what we should be doing. This is how
Yeah,
you get
Dwayne's a
people
good
in your
dude.
fold. Yeah, dude. And think about it. Doing that, if you added 2 more families into your fold when it happens on top of whatever you have, say you have 10 or 20 people, you add another, say, 8 people that are actually good people that you trust, and they're actually not going to show up as a negative. They're going to show up with an extra month's worth of food plus whatever. They're going to show up with additional resources, not be a drain. And they show up with like garden tools and stuff. They're like, hey, whatever you need me to do, I'll dig, cut, whatever. That is what you need. You need people with a sense of community, but
Amen.
not rulership.
Yep.
You need that.
Just too bad Dwayne lives in a non-existent make-believe state. So
Dwayne lives pretty close to me, man. We might have to make a little range trip or something, or go out to lunch or something, Dwayne, because I'd like to pick your brain sometime.
And I don't know if he's mentioned it before, but I didn't realize he was 58.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. But yeah, Dwayne is a super good dude, man.
He said in a previous chat he'd been prepping since '86 when the original Red Dawn came out, and then he doubled down on it in Y2K.
Yeah, you know, Rumble chat. I honestly would like to do a video chat like that or something like that. I know Duke's talked about it. You know how sick it would be if we all just BS and sat down and watched like Red Dawn or something and be like, because every time I watch something like that, I'm like, dude, I didn't notice that before, but look at this little deal right here. Even if it's okay, dude, check it out. This guy grabbed an extra box of arrows or tips or something, or like he forgot the tips or something. You know what I mean? Like, you can catch stuff like that for prepping. There's something to be said to that. And when you get a lot of different guys in here having the same ideas and stuff like that, or different, you know, it'd be cool. Like dude, honestly, if I hit 1,000, all right, here's what we're doing. When I hit 1,000, we're going to listen to an audio book and we're all going to stop and talk. It's going to be like 10 or 12 hours long by the time we do the stop and talk thing, but we're going to stop and think of like things to add to it or whatever. Dude, that'd be a sick stream. Like I could do like a 10 or 12 hour stream. Like I could just kill a Saturday or Sunday night.
Yeah,
I would totally do that. I'd listen to an audiobook with you guys. That'd be cool. And it'd be a free one, so that way anybody in the chat wanted to listen along, see where we're at. Like, dude, you know how many good critical think ideas we could bounce off each other, and so many people could walk away with growth from that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. That I want growth in the community. I don't care if I touch 20. I got 26 people watching me. If 26 people grow this week, 100% worth my time.
Yep. Dwayne should pop in one of these chats occasionally.
Yeah, I asked him if he wanted to hop on a panel one time. Why don't you, Dwayne? Why don't you private message me sometime? I almost sent you a link tonight, but I never got an answer back from you. So I actually talked to you privately a little bit too. Let me. I don't use punctuation, Dwayne, so I'm writing you a book right now.
To Dwayne's point that he just put in the comment section, especially right now, how volatile everything's getting, you know, I think it would behoove everybody to carry, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra mags, you know, on them or in their vehicle. You just never know when shit's gonna start popping off, and if you only have, you know, like 1 or 2, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah. Well, see, okay, so you guys know my EDC. I carry the fixed blade folder, the flashlight, the spicy spray. Tactical Muffin Top pretty much carries his duty belt when he was working armed security. Because I've had to use all the tools once at minimum, and I know the value of the tools now and when to deploy, right? Spicy spray is a really good one for crowds to create distance and then give you more time to decide if you need to go lethal or non, or just retreat and make space. It's such a valuable tool. Distance is time.
Yeah.
Time is the most valuable tool that any human being has in their entire existence, because we only have such a finite amount of it. And being able to choose what you do with yours or give you more time to think is an immaculate thing, because the human brain is amazing. And when you finally get to that point and decide what you're going to do with your time, whether that be in a self-defense scenario, whether that be in SHTF the first couple days, whether that be before SHTF and you're working on your preps, and decide what you actually carry for your EDC, that time that you spent researching and evaluating and testing gear and, getting shots on target, and not just going to a flat range, but actually going around and moving and shooting. Moving and shooting is a way different dynamic than just standing there punching holes in paper, guys. There's a lot to be said for it, and I want everybody to strive to improve and grow and learn, because if you're not learning at the end of the day, you're useless. I think that's when the human brain is a tremendous waste to society, when you stop learning. So I challenge you to add new hobbies or things like that are also in line with prepping, like gardening, like butchering, like hunting, like fishing, like smoking meat, like traditional smoke, like whatever, breeding, animal husbandry. That will get you so far in life. Not to mention it's a skill that you can trade.
True.
I mean, there's a lot you can do in the world, man. Don't waste it. Yeah, I think I'm going to shut it down there. I think that's probably the biggest pearl of wisdom I could crap out tonight. And, I'm not a super duper human genius or anything, but I'm not a retard either, I like to think anyway. I may not act like it or speak like it all the time, but I do want everybody to get better and in a better position, because the writing on the wall for all the events that are happening and escalating with no breaks in sight, man. There ain't nobody pulling an e-brake on anything right now. And the fact that they're starting to sign such long-winded, decade-long contracts and things like that just means that, like, prepper burnout's a real thing, where you got to take a step back and decide whether or not you want to keep inputting to whatever you're inputting into, your time, your money, which is also time. And prepper burnout happens every election year. I know after every election, people kind of calm down and relax and stop stacking or whatever, because they want to see where it's at, or see maybe if they need to adjust their stack. Do you know how hard it's going to be to continuously prep for 10 years in a row? That's why I do the $5 thing. That's why I do the budget stuff, because you've already bought that gallon of juice for your family to drink for the week, or your kid to drink for the week, whatever. Cleaning that out and washing it out and putting it even just as gray water, so that way you can wash with it, you take a shower with it, whatever. Water for your dogs, whatever. Okay? That's a grind you can do every week, because you've already paid for that product. So that's a byproduct you're getting basically for free to prep with. Especially if you have a spouse that might not be on board. Free or very low budget goes a long way, and you can do it without getting in trouble from that wife or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, what are they going to say? Oh, no, you're stacking 20 freaking gallons of water for why? Okay, we had a boil advisory last year. Remember that? Or remember when we went hunting? Yeah, even hunting. Like, remember when we went camping? Yeah. All the water we drank was stuff that I've been saving. Oh, wow, that was really good. We didn't have to buy any water. Ka-ching, ka-ching, homie. You just saved money. And it was useful prep. And you used it, rotated it. That's what you got to do. That's why I do the $5 stack. If you can do $5 a week every month, you can cover 4 preps. You can cover hygiene. You can cover medical. You can cover food. You can cover water. $20 a month. 52 months a year, dude. It stacks. For 10 years. That is a lot of stacks, man. For $20, that's almost nothing. You're not going to miss $20. You will not miss it. Don't eat a damn Big Mac. Make a damn sandwich at home. That's your $20 to prep with if that's how tight your budget is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sorry. When you were talking about that, I heard that like ASPCA commercial or the other one, you know, a quarter can save someone in another country or some shit. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, fuck somebody else in another country. Okay, we got enough problems in this one. But yeah, that's just how I look at it. I look at it the slow grind, man. And it don't have to be a lot. What happens is when like you go do a huge prep drop and you're like, oh my God, I just spent like $2,000. And then something always comes up, right? Oh crap, the car just broke down. Oh crap, I had a job loss. Oh crap, medical expense. Oh crap, life's D20 that rolls you and you either win or lose. It happens every day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you're supposed to have a little backup cash, man. Oh crap, a storm came through. We don't have a roof on our house right now. We got to pull all of our crap out and see what we can actually salvage from it. Okay, this is what we have left. Now we have to wait for the insurance for 8 damn months. So now we also have to go live at a damn hotel on top of it. Yeah. And so that drains all your resources away. Well, thank God you don't have to worry about buying food because you had it. You know how food's a huge expense. So it just makes sense, man. Like, it's basically your insurance for life's waiting on insurance because insurance is terrible and all their job is to take your money every month and not pay out shit.
That, and you got to try your preps too, because if you don't like your preps, you don't be, stacking shit you're not going to like or eat in the end.
Right. Like on the weekends, I pretty much just eat out of my preps 100%. Or like my lunches, if we're tight on something, I'll just eat canned corn and canned green beans or canned tuna and stuff all week. And I'll just save that cash. I'd rather save that cash for my family. I mean, I ain't going to die if I just eat that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fat. Yep. I can cut some weight. Like, goddamn, like, I'd rather put that money back towards my family if I have to. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Yep.
Like, the self-sacrifice, and it's not even that bad. I mean, you dude, one of the easiest prep meals, dude, get ready. Ready? You're stacking your spices, a little bit of chili powder, a little bit of paprika on a can of corn. And if you like go to Sam's or whatever, or wherever you're out to eat, and they have like a pizza place, they have that little deal of like Parmesan cheese. Save some of those in your desk at work, whatever. Parmesan cheese on top of that with some salt and pepper, dude. Make like basically Mexican street corn without the mayonnaise because that's where a lot of the calories is. Dude, that is delicious. And they basically just shit the corn out, and then the spices speed up your metabolism, so it actually helps your diet. That's a quick meal. Like if I forget to make something the week like that night or whatever, and I'm like in a rush, I'm running late. You know, it happens. Everybody runs late. I just grab that, and I have all that crap. I have all the spices and crap sitting in a drawer at my work. Like, so easy, man. Or like I always stock wherever I'm at. Like I got oatmeal at work. I got like 4 cans of tuna. I got 4 cans of green beans. I got bouillon cubes. Like if I'm sick, dude, I drink bouillon cubes. Or like, and I got a big thing of instant coffee there. Like I could actually live out of my desk drawer for a few days. So like if I really didn't feel like packing a meal, I'd be fine, man. Like that's super simple stuff. Okay. I mean, yeah.
That corn sounds good.
It's good, dude.
Yeah, it's just not a lot of nutritional value because your stomach can't digest corn.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cheap prep. Or like a super duper cheap thing is, dude, fried rice. I do fried rice all the time because I eat rice all the time. My family probably eats a 20-pound bag of rice every month.
Damn.
Yeah, I eat rice. I love making casseroles. I just love eating rice. Like, it's good. Like, I just,
You can always make spam fried rice.
yeah, I do that all the time. Where, like, I'd just make fried rice and salt and pepper with, like, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, a little sriracha. Like, I just like eating that. It's so good.
I love Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, washing my sister is so good. What? But yeah, dude. I mean, it ain't got to be crazy. Just practical, tactical, practical prep. Do not be like, oh my god, I need this super tactical bounce house. Well, what happens when it pops? You don't have a super tactical bounce house anymore, man. Don't do that. Don't overextend on something stupid. Do something practical.
Hell, one cheap snack that I grew up eating all the time was just mix peanut butter and jelly together in a bowl and scoop it out with crackers.
Yeah, you hillbilly. I do that with tuna salad. Yeah, it's so good, dude. Like, I'll throw out another one. Another super duper easy prep meal you can do is you do like white chili. You do like canned chili, canned chicken, your beans, your corn, and then like whatever chili sauce you want, like tomato soup or whatever, like a can of Rotel, chuck that in there. Boom, white chicken chili right there. Delicious.
Real
But
chili
yeah.
doesn't have beans in it.
What? Get out of here, you Texan fuck. Chili has beans in it.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know. Do whatever, stack whatever you fucking want. Then okay. I'm just saying, like, dude, you make chicken. Okay, do we make chicken tacos then? Okay, Jesus, whatever. They don't gotta be crazy.
No, I'm stacking cat and dog food.
Yeah, man.
You know, I'm joking by saying that, but I've heard stories of so many elderly people eating that shit because that's all they can afford.
Well, the worst part is
growing
it's
up
actually more expensive now than regular tuna.
Yeah, very true.
But no, man. Do what you guys could do. I think this is a pretty good chat. I want to say closing statements from the panel.
If you live in the state of Ohio the next 5 days, make sure you're staying hydrated because we're under an extreme heat advisory until Friday night.
I think everyone should stay hydrated, drink more water, move more, eat less.
100%. Prep your bodies, guys. Old Tactical Muffin Top is on week 3 of staying under 300 pounds, even after the weekend binging and whatnot. So I'm hoping I did the challenge last week, try to tell everybody to cut 10 pounds, and I didn't hit it. But I think Old Tactical Muffin Top be hitting 290 real quick this week.
Congrats.
So little update on that. So, and then we are going to be hitting the big 8-0 pounds lost in a little under 2 years. So it's good. Slow and steady wins the race, just like prepping. Tactical Muffin Top and friends out for now.
Later.